Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Children's Worship. We're so glad that you joined us today. I'm going to get started and turn on my candles. As a reminder, we light candles in our worship space to remind us of two things. The first is that God is always with us, no matter what, and that He calls us to be the light of the world. So I invite you to light your candle if you have it and want to use it. We are still in this church calendar cycle just before Advent. Very soon, starting next week, we're going to be talking about Advent and preparing for the birth of baby Jesus. So this is our last story that we're going to do from the Old Testament. And I saved a story for you that I think you're going to have heard before. This is the final story in the Prophets series that we were sort of talking about. So today we're going to learn about a man named Noah. In the beginning, God gave us our biggest gifts, the gifts of light and water, earth and people. And God said, "They are very good." But the people grew wicked and did bad things. God was very sad. Everything that was good and clean and new at creation seemed spoiled. But there was one good family. There was a mother and a father named Noah. God said to Noah, "I will send a great flood of water to wash everything clean and to make it new again. Build an ark and place every kind of animal family in the ark." The animals came from everywhere. It began to rain, and rain, and rain. It rained for 40 days and 40 nights. All the earth and everyone and everything on it was covered with water, but not the ark. God remembered Noah. The rain stopped. God sent a wind to dry up the water. One day, Noah took a dove and held out his hand, and the dove flew off. It found only water, so it returned. Noah sent the dove a second time. It returned with an olive leaf. Noah sent the dove a third time. This time, the dove did not return, for it had found a new home on land. All the animals came out of the ark. They were home too. Everything was clean and new again. Noah and his family were so happy they couldn't help but give thanks to God. So they built a special place, an altar. And prayed their thanksgiving, for they were home. And God promised never to send such a flood of water again. God gave a sign, a rainbow. So we can always remember God's promise. We can still see the rainbow in the sky. It was the sign for Noah, and it is the sign for us too, that there will never again be such a flood. I wonder how it felt to be in the ark with all that rain. I wonder what it was like to be surrounded by so much water. I wonder how it felt to be washed clean and new and to start all over again. I wonder how God felt about the animals and the people in the ark. I wonder how they felt as they made a special place to talk to God, to say their thanks to God. I wonder how they felt when they saw the rainbow. So friends, this story of Noah, I think when they got off the ark, they were so thankful and so grateful. I mean, the first thing they did was to start praising God. We are a week before Thanksgiving. I want to show you your crafts for today, or for this week. The first thing is I've sent you home a coloring sheet. It's a placemat. This week coming up is a special week in, probably in your family, you may be celebrating Thanksgiving. And this is a placemat, and it says, I am thankful for. And on the plate, you can draw the things that you're the most thankful for. As you can see, I just colored my plate and my utensils. I haven't done the part about what I'm thankful for. But you could write words there, you could draw pictures, whatever it is that you want to be thankful for. And I've put the PDF of this file out on the Children's Worship website, so that if you want to print more of these, you might even be able to print one for everyone in your family who you might be sharing that meal with, so you guys can all do one and talk about what you're thankful for. The other thing that I sent home is a cutting and gluing work. This is a circle and a little boat. You will cut it out. You glue the top onto the circle once you fold the circle in half. And watch this, it's so cool. It's a boat that actually rocks. So you can have your own little Noah's Ark boat that you can make and remember the story by. So those are the crafts that are in your bag from this week. We will close in prayer. And when we say the Lord's Prayer, you can join me if you know it, or you can just say it in your mind if you want to do that. Dear Jesus, we are so thankful for learning about the people in the Old Testament and the prophets that help show people the way and help to just listen to you and give us the example of how to follow what you would have us do. We ask everybody to have a wonderful week and to share what they're thankful for with their families and friends as we celebrate Thanksgiving. And now we're going to close with the prayer that Jesus taught us. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen.